So let's begin our practice. New moon was just yesterday and somewhat today. And so new moon energy, that's the halfway point between the next full moon, is just such a good time to slow down and stop and take some time to just contemplate. Yeah. So we'll do a little bit of that today along with sending out the new year, the old year. Yeah. All right. Started seated in our chair. Welcome to yoga. Good. And let's take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale fully, you can sigh. And just imagining all the old habits, all the old worries, just floating out on our exhale breath. You can close your eyes if you'd like. Take another breath in. And release all that is not serving you. Relax the body. Start to feel the body relax. One more breath in. And let it go. Now sitting with a gentle, tall spine, lifting the heart slightly. Just start to rock the body side to side. Just a nice, easy sway. And just allow the body with this sway to just start to relax. Yes. It's so important for the body to be relaxed, especially so today's our Tuesday fall prevention stability class. And for that, it's so important to have the body be relaxed and not rigid. Yeah. And then slowly bring yourself back to stillness, back to center. Good. And now just start to gently shake the body. You can shake your hands, you can shake your legs, wiggle your toes, move your head, and just start to allow the body to get rid of any tension. Yeah. Notice where there might be some tension and just very gently, again, this is a time to just sort of slow down and just observe what's going on in the body. Yeah. And then come to stillness. Good. And now we're going to flip our palms up on our lap. We're going to take about 5 deep breaths, yogic breaths. I want to really concentrate on the exhale breath, squeezing out all the air. Yeah. So through the nose, let's take a breath in. Bring a pause at the top. And then when it's comfortable, slowly exhale the breath. And as you exhale, draw your belly back and squeeze out your lungs. And then relax and inhale. Just let the belly relax as you breathe in. Pause the breath at the top. And through the nose, extend the exhale breath. Again, squeezing out all the toxic air in the lungs. Yeah. Engaging that exhale. And do 3 more at your own pace. Inhaling fresh oxygen, new. Pausing, contemplating, becoming aware. And then exhaling, releasing all that doesn't serve the body anymore. Just let it out. More we exhale what we're not using or needing, then when we inhale, we can bring in more. And just on your next exhale breath, whenever that is for you, whenever that is comfortable, yeah, just relax. Relax the breath. And here now, if you'd like to just spend a couple seconds with an intention, what do you want to leave behind? Mostly for me, it's thought processes. you know, the negative, just the negative. Don't want to do that anymore. And what do you want to bring in? What energy do you want to build this next year? Make it simple. And then when you're feeling ready and complete, you can gently flutter the eyes open. Yeah, just make it simple, not complicated. Yeah. So we're born with prana energy. It's our life force energy. And we have that as a tiny little baby when we come out. And that prana energy can be raised or it can be, I can't think of the name. Maybe that's, yeah, or it can be depleted. Yes, depleted. So we can raise our prana and we can deplete our prana. And we won't go into that, but it's like whatever your lifestyle is, you know, bringing yourself, playing music raises your prana, moving, doing yoga raises your prana, eating healthy and mindfully raises your prana, exercise, you know, moving the body, all of that. And then there's certain things that deplete. And it's just the opposite of what I just said, right? And the thing is that it's the same energy, whether it's negative or positive, we have this energy. So simply, do we want to use that energy for positive? Step out of your box a little bit, challenge yourself a little bit. Don't be afraid to fail, you know, just it's okay. Or do we want to use it for, oh, this is terrible. What's going on in the world? This is, you know, do we want to use it to help people? Do we want to use it to become cloistered in our little home and grasp, you know, and be small, right? What do we want to use that pot of energy for? Yeah. And so think about that maybe during the course of this next week as this new year arrives and all the challenges that are going to meet us will arrive. To say, what do I want to use my energy today for? Yeah. And sometimes it's okay to be sad. Sometimes it's okay to just be that and be aware of it. Don't, you know, push it down. Just say, I am sad about this right now. And be aware of that sadness. And do something kind for yourself, or take a nap, or do a meditation, you know, and that's okay. And know that it will pass. It'll pass quicker when you become aware of it and you address it and not try to push it back. Okay, enough talking. Let's move our body. So a nice tall spine. Let's put on some nice music. Good. So take a breath in. And as you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Stretch your shoulders back. I just love that stretch. Good. And then again, inhale, lift the chin. And then exhale, drop the chin. Keep the chin dropped towards the chest. And feel free to close your eyes. Couple head rolls. So inhaling your head to one side and up. And then as you exhale, over to the other side and down. Try to do it slow. Notice the feeling in your neck and your shoulders. Yeah, and be kind to yourself. Do it slow. If you reach a spot that's really tight, just hang out there. Become aware of that tightness. Address it. Bring a breath into it. And then continue on with your circles. And the next time that the head comes forward, pause and reverse. Just take it to the opposite direction. Inhaling up, exhaling down. And again, be willing to pause. Yeah, if there's any tightness anywhere. And then continue on. And the next time the head comes forward, pause. Good. Wiggle your toes. Good. Relax your toes. Press down into your feet and slowly bring your body back up. Yeah. And wiggle out the shoulders. Let's relax the arms down and do a few shoulder rolls. Inhaling forward and up. Exhaling back and down. Again, feel free to soften your gaze. Close the eyes. Come inside. Notice. Yeah. And at some point when it just feels natural, pause and then reverse, go the opposite direction. Good. And on your next exhale breath, just relax the body. Bring your hands onto your lap. Good. Feel free to flutter the eyes open, or again, as much as you can during the course of our yoga practice, whenever you feel confident and comfortable, you can do anything with your eyes closed. Yeah. We're going to do a little bit deeper stretch for our upper back here. So coming into a slightly wider stance. Good. Nice tall spine. Take a breath in. As you exhale, take your right shoulder and start to reach it towards the left knee. You're just hinging forward a little bit, not much, but it's just that intention of stretching that shoulder. Yeah. And then press down into your feet to slowly bring your body back up. Relax your right shoulder. Take a breath in. As you exhale, reach the left shoulder forward. So you feel that stretch down the back, your side of your back, your side of your ribs. Press down into your feet, slowly come back up. Good, let's do that one more time. Nice tall spine. Exhale, reach that right shoulder to the left knee. Maybe you do it another 5%. Yeah. Press down into your feet, slowly come back up. And exhale over to the other side. Maybe another 5%, maybe not. Press down into your feet, slowly come back. One of the hardest things that it is for us to do, it's a human, is take care of ourselves. We're in this society right now that's all about push, more, right? And that's causing a lot of heel toe, a lot of anxiety in people. And they're, look at that person, they have this and I don't have that, I must be a failure. Like, to stop. And when you get into that head, if you do, it's just like sit and contemplate all the things you have, right? I have a roof over my head. It's 20 degrees outside. I have a bed to lay in. I have a warm down comforter to cover my body up with. There is so many more things to be grateful for than there are to be negative about, right? And it's just a practice, right? It's just a practice of catching yourself, be aware, switch, right? And the more you do that, switch, the more that becomes natural. Wow, I have this, they have that, I'm so happy for them. Like, that's great, instead of the other way around. Good, okay. So nice tall spine. We're going to inhale, stretch the right arm up, get nice and tall. Gently press into your feet, reach your fingers up. Again, just to where it feels like a nice stretch. Get as long as you can. Here's also a nice stretch for our spine. And then exhale, relax down. And inhale, stretch up. Nice and tall, nice and long. And exhale, relax it down. Good. Hands flat on your thighs. Take a breath in, lift the heart, look up. And exhale, drop your head. Press into your feet, inhale, look up. And exhale, little cat-cow. So you're just massaging your spine a little bit. And one more. And slide your hands up, reach your elbows far back this time. Feel the shoulders open. Bring a smile to your face. Just let your whole body smile, looking up. And when we look up and we're ready to just have all the grace and blessings that are just sitting there waiting for us to just say, okay, bring them on. Exhale, release back into your cat pose. Yeah. And come back to them. But that's also how they come back to center. It's how also the energy, it works, right? There's all these blessings, all these beautiful things that are just waiting. The divine God, whatever, Mother Nature wants us all to be happy and healthy and balanced, and when we're doing this all the time and negative, there's all these blessings sitting right up here, right? And all we have to do is look up and say, oh yeah, send them my way, bring that energy here, right? Accept it. We deserve it. You deserve to be happy. We all deserve to be happy. Yeah. Okay. Arms down along the side. of your body. On an inhale breath, reach your arms just forward and up. Big breath in. And as you exhale, drop your arms forward, down, and back, like you're flying. Yeah, just let your arms fly. And then inhale, slowly drop the arms, bring them back up. Big breath in, look up. All those blessings. And exhale as your arms drop down, reach back and let all the negative behind you. It's gone. Yeah, just let it go. And inhale, slowly bring the arms down and up. And then bring your palms together now. And as you exhale, just let your hands float down to your heart. Just bring all that positive energy. Yeah. And again, I know that so many times I deal the same way. Things aren't going my way. You know, my body hurts, this happens, that's gone, I get that bad news. That happens. It's like, okay, it's there. And I am this about it. I'm angry about it. I'm sad about it. Okay. And then what can I do now after I accept it, be with it? And that is, what can I do to make myself feel better? Or maybe I'll feel better tomorrow and take this time. But know that all that will pass. When you look back at your life now, how many challenges you've had physically, mentally, you know, with people around you and all that, financially, all of that stuff. And look where you are today, right now in this moment. We are sitting in our homes doing yoga. Like, how lucky are we? Yeah. So, yeah, I hope you feel that way. I won't do too crazy of a thing. So sometimes you might feel like, oh, this is too hard. Why did I come here? Anyway, all right, let's do wide legs. One more stretch here, and then we'll stand up. So take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, hinge forward just a little bit. Nice stretch for the inner thighs. Nice stretch for the glutes, that piriformis. And then inhale, slowly bring your body over to one side and up. Keep your head out of this. So keep your head right above your shoulders, your head's not moving. And then over to the other side and forward. Again, feel free to close your eyes here and take inventory of what's going on in your body. Notice when you go back, that your tummy tucks in. That's the writing you, right? It's letting the brain know that, okay, hold this body up. I know you're going back, but it engages all of those little core muscles that you're needing to hold you up. Next time that you come forward, pause, and then slowly opposite direction. Good. Nice and slow. Notice if anything's not feeling good. And if you can adjust, modify, so that this does feel good. Yeah. And the next time that your body comes forward, pause. Find those toes, wiggle your toes, press down into your feet, slowly bring the body back up. Good. And toe heel, toe heel. We rely a lot on our toes and our ankles when we need to, you know, be stable, right? But today we'll work a little bit with this, but it's really a better idea to let the toes and the ankles relax and rely more on our hips, right? Our upper body to also right us. So we'll do that a little bit. Relax the arms down and slide your arms into a T. Stretch to either side. Yeah, and just feel that stretch from the top of your shoulders all the way to your fingertips. Yeah, smile on the face. Good. Breathe. Good. And each time you exhale, see if you can relax your shoulders. Yeah, and just stretch a little bit more from the shoulders to the fingers. Good. And now slowly lift your fingers up and reach them back towards your head as much as you can. It sometimes feels like a pretty intense stretch on your hands. Means you need it. Yeah. And then fan your fingers out as wide as you can. Good. And again, press your palms now into the side wall. And you're probably thinking, when are we going to be out of this? Yeah, but see if your exhale breath can relax the pose, especially your shoulders. You don't have to carry this. Your arms are strong enough. Any point in time, you can drop your arms slowly. Yeah, one more breath. And then exhale, just wiggle your fingers. Make a fist now with both of your hands. And slowly, as you start to rotate your fists, just allow the arms to slowly start to descend. Nice and easy. Relax the shoulders. Yeah, tell your shoulders, I got this. I got it. Yeah, you don't need to carry the burden of the weight of your arms. Good. Nice and slow. Nice. Slowing down. Slowing down is a huge challenge for many of us. Shake it out. Yeah, flop the fingers around. Sometimes we're not even aware of it, right? And then when somebody reminds you, that's why coming to classes is really good, because you get reminded of this stuff. Because you can be sitting there saying, well, I'm not tense. But when somebody says, relax the shoulders, you're like, whoa, I guess I was tense. So that you can do that for yourself too. Wiggle out the legs, and then we're gonna make our way to a stand. So sliding your heels back a little bit, hinging forward just slightly, keeping the back straight, the neck straight. We don't want to drop the head, right? We want to keep the head above the shoulders. We want to lead with our hearts. So as we inhale, on the inhale breath, step down into your feet, stretch your heart forward and up, and make your way to a stand. Good. And coming to the back of our chair, and slide your chair out of the way. You can keep it in front of you. Yeah, shake it out. So just start to move, nice and slow. Good. And taking your hands, let's come to now a stable body, and just rub your hands up and down your rib cage. This is, again, such a nice thing to do first thing when you put your feet on the ground when you get up in the morning, right? Just say, hello, body. Thank you for being here today. And then go to your glutes and your low back, and just start to wake up your prana energy, right? Your energy and your body and your muscles. Yeah, good. And then and then maybe the thighs. Good. And again, wiggle it out a little bit. Yeah. And then go ahead and walk yourself to the bathroom or wherever you're headed. Yeah. But it's just allowing your body to, as we get older, it's like, wait, okay. We get a little stiffer, it just happens. And when we're stiff, and then we immediately try to walk, that can be just uncomfortable, right? And a little precarious for us. Good. All right. And relax. Widening your stance just slightly. Soft knees. Good. Soft knees almost all of the time. When we're walking, when we're doing things, soften your knees. Yeah, when we lock the knees, it is setting our whole body up, reverberating up to tense up. Yeah, lock, soften the knees. Inhale to one side, exhale to the other. Ha. 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 One more. Ha. Ha. And slowly make your way just back to center. Good. And bring your feet back to mountain pose. Yeah, nice tall spine. We're just gonna slide side to side. Now we're just gonna step side to side. So stepping to the left and tapping your right toe, stepping to the right, tap your left toe. Yeah. And then you can add your arms. So just gliding side to side. Yeah. And knees are soft. And just gliding side to side. That's how that feels. Okay. And slowly bring yourself back to center. Good. And come into your mountain pose. So nice, tall spine. Just close your eyes here if it's available to you and notice your body. Notice how you're standing. Yeah. And now, as you have your eyes closed, see if you can lift your kneecaps up and notice how that feels, right? The thighs are engaged now. Feel a little bit more sturdy. And then tuck your tailbone down slightly to get your hips in a nice alignment. Good. And see if where your hands are. See if you can just rotate your palms gently forward. Feeling the shoulders open slightly. And then tucking your tummy in slightly. And then drawing your chin back just slightly. Again, all this is just very slight movement. And now notice how you feel. Notice if you feel a little bit more stable, grounded. Yeah. Okay. So this is your base, your mountain. Nothing can move a mountain. And then slowly open the eyes. I mean, I guess glaciers can make mountains, but I don't know if they can move a mountain once it's there. Bottom line is they're pretty stable. Yeah, and that's where we want to get. All right, a little experiment here. Now we're going to bring our feet together. Have your chair handy next to you so you can, at some point, if you need to, if you're feeling, but allow yourself to wobble a little bit. Yeah. And now if it's available to you, close your eyes. And now notice your toes. Relax your toes. Notice your knees. Soften your knees. And allow the body to wobble a little bit. That is good for us. So your body might be wobbling a little bit side to side or front to back. That is good training, yeah, for us. So practicing that, if you can, on a regular basis, that will really help prevent us from toppling, yeah. And you can get, if it's pretty wobbly, if it's that's also good. You know, sometimes if you step out, that's also good practice. Yeah. And now gently open the eyes. It's such a simple little task, right? Yeah. But really good. That's really good practice for using, instead of our ankles and our toes gripping, you know, using our upper body to right itself in space. Our brain is always looking to where we are in space. So those little proprioceptors, you know, we have the floor here, so that should help us. Yeah. But we go onto a carpet, we go onto grass, we go onto different, you know, levels. And so it's really good to practice that. Good. All right. Coming into a nice side bend. So find your mountain pose again. Good. And then notice your knees. Soften the knees. Yeah, just a little tiny soften will really help us just be able to stand better, to just feel better. Yeah. Inhale, reach the right arm out and up. Take a nice big breath in, and on an exhale breath, reach up and lean over. If you'd like, you can take your left hand across your rib cage onto your side rib. Yeah. And breathe. Good. And then look up to the upper right corner of the room. And then relax your gaze back forward, release your arm down, press down now into your feet to slowly bring your body back up. And exhale, just relax that arm down. Good. And wiggle it out. And again, taking side bends only to where it's comfortable. If your back starts to seize up, it doesn't feel good, then allow yourself to say, oh, let me put myself where it does feel good. Inhale, out and up, and exhale, reach up and lean over. Again, knees are soft. Amazing how many times our knees lock up, right? And then arm across your rib cage. And then just with your eyes, look to the upper right corner of the left corner of the room now. Yeah, opposite of the way we're leaning. And breathe. Then relax your gaze back forward. Release your right arm down. press down into your feet to slowly bring the body back up. And release that left arm down now. Good. And roll it out. Shake it out. Nice. All right, so coming into a little forward fold, just a slight forward fold. And if you have your chair in front of you, you can use it to bring your hands on if you need to. But we're just gonna fly again, like our airplane arms. So on an inhale breath, reach the arms forward and up. Reach up, stretch up. And on an exhale breath, soften the knees, send your hips back, let your arms drop and reach back. Yeah. And then drop your arms on an inhale breath, straighten the knees, reach your arms forward and up, look up. And one more time, on an exhale breath, let the arms drop down and gently reach back. Send your hips back. Yeah, when we concentrate on the hips, that'll help to loosen up the hamstring. And then drop the arms, press into your feet. Inhale, reach the arms gently, gracefully forward and up. And then bring your palms together. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Nice. Bringing in all that grace and blessings. It's all there. Yeah, it's like going through boxes in the attic and you forget what you have and then you find all these really cool things, and it's like, wow, I forgot about that. Well, we forget about all the blessings and the grace around us. So this year, as we're being challenged, go through those boxes of grace and blessings that we forgot about and pull them out of the attic and clear it out. Clear out the stuff that you don't want anymore in there. And then just keep all the little pretty stuff that brings you joy. We might want to be behind our chair. Now we're going to do a little balance with lunge, right? So we're going to start with the right leg and then send your right foot back. And again, always when we're in our lunge, our foot's back there, we want to check in with that right heel. Make sure it's not turned in, that it's straight back. So take some time to find a lunge here, a little slight bend in this front leg, the left leg, right? But we don't want the left knee beyond the toe, right? We want it kind of above the ankle. Good, nice tall spine, good. Inhale, see if you can reach one arm up. And if it's available, other arm up. Good, take a nice big breath in. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Relax your right heel closer to the floor if that's available. And take another breath in. And now as you exhale, start to gently turn over to the left and then drop your arms into a T. And good. A little balance twist here. You can always drop that right hand onto the chair. That's available. Good. And that little wobble is good. Remember, practice the wobble. If you're feeling pretty steady here, you can turn your gaze over to the left a little bit more towards that left hand. Reach your right arm back and breathe. Squeeze your glute muscles for 2 and for 1. Slowly bring your gaze back forward. Start to reach your arms up as you rotate your body back forward. Reach up and exhale. Bring your hands to your chair. Hinge forward. On an inhale breath, gently bring your right foot next to the left. Good. And relax. That was challenging for me today. I don't know why. Good. All right, now we're going to go over to the other side. So we're going to take the left foot, step it back. Again, align your left heel. I'm looking back at mine now, it's turned in. Send it straight back, slight bend in the right. Again, lift the heart now, get nice and tall in your spine. Good. And if it's available to you, raise one arm up, maybe the other arm. And again, if that's feeling too precarious, just go ahead and drop one of your hands down, the left hand onto the chair. Good. Take a breath in. See if you can exhale and relax your shoulders and melt your left heel towards the floor. Good. And take a breath in, and on an exhale breath now, slowly pivot at your waist over to the right. just to where it's comfortable. And then drop your arms into a T. Good. Reaching especially that left arm back. And breathe. And again, notice the wobble. And turning the head, if you would like, a little bit further to the right. Glute muscles squeezing. Yes. Wobbling is good. And now slowly bring the head back forward as the arms raise. Bring the body back forward. As you exhale, bring your hands onto the chair. Hinge forward. And on an inhale breath, bring that left foot next to the right. Good. And shake it out. Okay. All right. We're going to go and move into goddess pose. So you can keep your chair where it is. Yeah. So opening up these hips. Yes. And thighs. So we're going to come to a wide stance here. Good. And then bring your feet on an angle, about 2 and 10 o'clock. So picture a clock, right? 10 o'clock. Wait, 2 o'clock, 10 o'clock, but I'm mirroring you. So in any case, 2 and 10 o'clock. Good. All right. Take a nice breath in. And as you exhale, bring your awareness to your pelvic floor and start to drop it down. So the knees will bend, but draw the thighs back. Maybe scoot your heels forward. Get in a nice alignment where your knees are comfortable with, yes, in this pose. Yeah, so it may not be much. Maybe you have more. Yeah. And then stretch your arms out, bend your elbows, lift your heart, and look up to where the ceiling meets the wall. Good. And again, here, a little wobble is good, right? Body is just adjusting constantly. It's such good brain work. You know, we don't even know a fraction of the capacity our brain has, but this challenge for it is good. You hear that all the time. Challenge your brain. Yeah, good. And then looking forward here. Yeah, if it's available to you, just gently lift your right heel up and let it drop down. And lift your left heel up and release it down. Right heel up, maybe 5% more. And drop it. And left heel up, maybe 5% more. And release. Good. Take a nice breath in and exhale. Release the arms down. Good. Again, relax your toes. Press gently into your toes and feet. On an inhale breath, straighten the knees. Good. Squeeze your glutes. Good. And then one at a time, bring one at a time your toes back forward. Good. And then you can toe heel your feet back, or step your feet back to hip distance apart. Good. Shake it out. Get rid of all the tension. Yeah. Good. Might feel nice to come into your mountain pose. Bring your hands onto your waist. Soften your knees and just do some circles here in one direction. And then the other direction. Good. And just relax, relax. Wiggle out the feet, wiggle out the toes. Good. All right, we're gonna do maybe a little countdown for the new year, right? A little bit different clock type of drill. So picture a clock on the floor. Yeah, 12 o'clock is right in front of you. And we're gonna just simply step to 12 o'clock, to 1 o'clock, to 2 o'clock, to 3 o'clock. Yeah, and again, you can have a chair nearby if you need to hold on, yes. So it's just a very simple step. So knees soft. And now we're gonna let's start with either foot, right? This will be my left, right? And then we're just gonna step to the 12 o'clock and come back. And then we're gonna step to 1 o'clock and come back. And 2 o'clock and come back. And now out to 3 o'clock and back. And 4 o'clock, back. And 5 o'clock, back. And 6 o'clock, back. and 7 o'clock. Other foot now, and forward. And 8 o'clock, and forward. And up to 9 o'clock. Good. And 10 o'clock. And 11 o'clock. And midnight. All right, now we're going to count down. Couple things that you can do, next level things, is we're going to now count down and just reverse that. If you felt pretty stable there, feel free to soften your gaze or close your eyes. Yeah, if that's available to you. Yeah. All right, so we're going to count down for the new year. All right, so stepping to 12 o'clock, start with that right leg, yeah, and back, and then 11, and then 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, other foot now, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and midnight. And you can open your eyes. Happy New Year. Shake it out. Now, we have one more little challenge here. This one is really difficult for me, but we can do it. Again, you can do it with your eyes open or closed, but we're gonna do sort of the same thing, but I'm gonna call out different times, right? And to step to that time that I'm gonna call out. All right, are we ready? Okay, so 3 o'clock. Good. And 9 o'clock. I'm being easy on you. And 1 o'clock. And 7 o'clock. And 11 o'clock. And 4 o'clock. Okay, so you get that pattern. Now, if you want to, last one, but if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, we'll do that again, but you can do it with your eyes closed. Yeah, so feel free. 12 o'clock, right leg, and 4 o'clock, and 10 o'clock, and 6 o'clock, and 8 o'clock, and 3 o'clock, and 1 o'clock, and midnight, 12 o'clock, and relax. That's kind of a fun game, but really great for the body, the proprioception of the body. Where am I in space? Where am I on this clock? Right? And you see when you take your eyesight out of it, pretty challenging, but that's really fun. It's just kind of fun little game. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna come into a nice back stretch here in our downward facing dog. Yeah. So starting with a nice tall spine. And again, here you can either do it on the back of your chair. If you feel like, and your chair will not slide, if you feel like you want to eventually bring your hands onto a chair, you can do it that way. If you have a wall, you can hold your hands onto a wall about shoulder height and just start to step down back, and then you can lower your hands into your downward facing dog. So you decide how deep you want to go today, and I'll just be at the back of my chair here. But make sure that you have space behind you to go back. Yeah, and we're just going to stretch the whole back body. So hands planted on something. And again, if you're on the seat of your chair, just make sure that your chair is not going to slide out from under you. Yeah. And then just start to walk back. 1 foot at a time. Yeah. The name of this song is Blessed We Are. So sending your hips all the way back, stretching your hips back. reaching your fingers forward. Good. And bring our attention to your knees. Can you soften your knees? Can you stretch your hips back a little bit more? Can you breathe deeper? Can you relax your head between your arms? And just make this a beautiful, delicious stretch. And now to stretch the hamstrings a little bit, an option is to straighten one knee and then rebend it. And then straighten the other knee and rebend. You can do that a few times to sort of give that hamstring a little bit deeper stretch. Yeah. And just taking it to where you want. And then either keep the knees soft, or you can stretch both knees for a couple breaths and then release and soften the knees. And breathe. 3, 2, 1. And then slowly start to make your way back. So start to just step your feet one at a time. Take a nice little stroll back, up to back of the chair, or yes, come out of your downward dog. Good. And then finding your mountain pose here, pancaking one hand on top of the other, and allowing your hands to just rest on your forehead, the backs of your hands. And then feel free to close your eyes. And again here, if you want to do any reflection on what do I want in my life? What do I want each and every day, each and every second? Yeah. And then when you're ready, gently start to slide your hands apart. It's like brushing your forehead. And then gently letting your arms float out and down. Good. And either keeping your eyes closed here, or you can softly open them. Good. And then reaching the shoulders gently back and down. Again. On an inhale breath, lift the shoulders up to your ears. Feel your spine get long. And exhale, relax your shoulders down. Good. And then gently open the eyes, shake up the hands, shake up the body, and just move the body around. Before we sit down, just move the body around willy-nilly, however you want to move the body, just however it feels good. Yeah, wiggling toes. Good. And then slowly taking a walk back to the front of your chair. We're going to very mindfully come to a seat. So take a breath in, and as you exhale, we're going to pause halfway. Send your hips back. Yeah, so really intentionally sending the hips back. Good. And then pause halfway. Good. And then look forward, look up, lifting the heart slightly, and tucking the tummy up towards your spine. See if you can stretch your right arm forward and stretch your left arm forward. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, drop your hands and reach them back. And then inhale, drop the hands and reach the arms forward and maybe up slightly. And as you exhale, maybe you sit your hips back just slightly, drop your hands, reach back. Let go of anything that you don't want anymore, any feelings, any of that stuff. And then drop your hands and inhale, reach forward and reach up to those blessings. What do you want? And then exhale, bring your hands slowly to either your thighs or the back, towards the back of your chair. Take a breath in, how we do it. And as you exhale now, just allow the hips to land on your chair. Good. Sitting a little bit forward in your chair and just bringing your hands onto your heart. closing your eyes, just a lot of contemplation. Yeah. You know, sometimes, most times we get so busy in our day, we allow things, we get phone calls, we get to run errands, and we don't stop and just say, how you feeling? How you feeling, self? Yeah. And relax and flutter the eyes open. Release your arms down alongside your body. Another way to ground yourself during the course of your day in the craziness of daily life in 2025, right? What's so easy, whether you're standing, you're sitting, is to simply take your hands and bring them onto your head and close your eyes. And that will immediately send a signal to the central nervous system to calm down. Yeah. And fluttering the eyes open, you know, when you observe people, you know, my kids watch football games, and I've noticed a lot of times that there's, you know, the coaches or whatever on the sideline, they're standing with their hands on their head like this. And they're naturally just trying to calm themselves down, is what they're doing. Yeah. And so releasing the hand. So that's a nice little tip to an immediate, you know, calm down when you find yourself in that. Just remember that one thing, right? Just a couple times a day. Let yourself calm down and focus and be present. Yeah. Best present you can give for yourself for these holidays is to find ways to be in the present moment. Yeah. All right, let's stretch our hips a little bit for our meditation. So grabbing your hand behind your knee, right knee you can start with if you'd like, and hug it in. Do a couple circles with the foot. Reach your shoulders back. Keep that spine tall. Don't round the back here. Good. And then take a breath in, and on an exhale breath, just drop your head towards your knee. Press down into your left foot to bring the head back up. And now, if it's available to you, land your right leg onto your left, right? Crossing at the, up here at the thigh, or you can cross at your ankles. Yeah. Wherever you are, we're gonna lift our chest, get nice and tall. Keep looking up slightly. And as you exhale, hinge forward at your hips. Start to say hello to your right hip. And then come back up, give it a little break. And then exhale, hinge forward a little bit more. Maybe 5% more. And come back up. And now as you exhale, hinge forward. Just till your range of motion. And then relax your head, close your eyes. The head's looking down towards the floor, eyes are closed. Okay, and then relax your hands. So take your hands and just wiggle your fingers. Relax your shoulders. Find your breath. So nice big breath in. Just imagine lots of good oxygen going to that right hip. And as you exhale, see if you can relax your shoulders. Just let the body relax forward. Yeah. So 2 more breaths here. Each time you exhale, can you come a little bit further forward with your body? Maybe not. Maybe you're too much. Maybe you come back up. Yeah, but just try to relax your jaw, your hands, your shoulders. And then finding your left foot rather, press down into your left toe, slowly bring the body, the hip, the spine straight back up. Open the eyes if you close them. Good. And then just help that leg up and off. And relax. Such a nice stretch, especially after you go for a walk. If you go for a long walk, or you're still skiing or whatever, it's just so nice to stretch this, do this. Yeah. Grab behind the knee and then hug your thigh in and do a couple rotations. And reverse. on the side of it's available to you. Bring that left leg onto the right. Make sure that the right leg is not collapsing. Good. Lift the spine. That's the litmus test, right? And once you lift your spine, it may be like, whoa. Then you'll just, drop it to your shoe or just cross at your ankles. Now take a breath in. And as you exhale, keep that spine straight. Look up slightly. That'll help. And hinge forward. And then press into the right foot. Come back up. Exhale, gently hinge forward a little more. And then inhale, slowly come back up. And this time as you exhale, hinge forward. Maybe another 5%. Close your eyes, relax your head. Wiggle your fingers, relax your arms and your shoulders. Just let the weight of your body bring you forward to where it is your range of motion. Big breath, breathing in now to that left hip. As you exhale, just let the body melt forward. Give it your all, 100% attention here on relaxing the body, relaxing the hip. And slowly bring your body back up. Inhale breath. And to close your eyes, you can open them and then just help guide your leg up and off. And relax your legs. Good. All right, everyone, let's get quiet. So get ready for Shavasana. So sit back in your chair, cover yourself up, get comfortable, lay down. Take just a couple, 10, 15 seconds to just get yourself nice and comfortable. Palms are up on your thighs around the floor. Eyes are closed. Good. Just bringing your awareness to that area between your eyebrows, as if there's a little pinpoint there, your third eye. This is your seed, like a little poppy seed, your seed of intuition. So this is where all of the answers lie for you. Follow that little seed of intuition. Whenever you're confused, mind is all over the place, close your eyes, tap into that little seed. Get quiet. The answers will come. And take a breath in. And as you exhale, relax the shoulders. Bring a gentle little smile to your face. And then relaxing the body, arms, your hands, fingers. Your hips, your legs, your feet, your toes. Whole body's relaxing now. Allow yourself to let go of all of your efforts just for this next minute or two. Breath is soft and feeble. The smile is gentle, relaxed. allow yourself to be open to receive all of the blessings that are available for you right now. Mm. Feel free to remain here for as long as you'd like. Should you choose to come back now slowly into this space, into this present moment, gently begin to take a deeper breath in and let go. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe sway the body side to side. Slowly, lovingly, happily, waking yourself back up. And finding yourself back to stillness, eyes remaining closed, hands in prayer position, rest them onto your heart. Take a nice big breath in, fill your heart. And as you exhale, bow your forehead to your fingertips. And we'll close practice today with this. A poor man celebrates New Year once a year. A rich man celebrates each day, but the richest man celebrates every moment. When you're feeling ready and complete, you may gently start to rub your hands together, create some heat. And then pause, cup your hands over your eyes, and gently begin to slowly open the eyes into your hands. And release them down. I thank you all for coming and taking time to share together in this beautiful, lovely moment in time. Have a lovely rest of your day, rest of your weekend, and the rest of your year. See you soon. Namaste.
Good.